Hello fans, collectors, and investors, welcome back to Iconic Baseball. I am Iconic Al, and today's a very exciting day for me. I finally got my PSA order back that I sent about 14 months ago. Sent that order out to PSA January 2nd, 2021. Checked into PSA's database in March of 2021, and then just arrived yesterday here, March 17th of 2022. So we're talking a year or so for PSA to grade this order. And I'm excited to have these cards slabbed. These are mostly cards that I accumulated and collected through the 90s, through my middle school, high school years, and ones that I thought would always be nice to have slabbed. Some of them I will keep for my personal collection. Other ones I probably will move along to recoup some grading costs and to put into other items. But nevertheless, I'm going to break this up into two videos. I'll probably reveal 22 of the cards in this video today, and then I'm going to post another video tomorrow with the second 22 cards. So I'm trying to break these up into two sets of 22 cards. And I'm excited. I have not looked at the grades online, even though I could have a week ago. I have not. I will be unveiling these cards one by one over the next 15 minutes here. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My focus here is a countdown for the top 100 players of all time. That's my collection. That's basically what I collect, is the most iconic players in baseball history. So if that interests you, then by all means, please like, follow, subscribe, and there are more iconic videos coming in the months and the years to come. So stay tuned. This is going to be fun.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
All right, time to reveal these puppies. One thing I must say is PSA does a phenomenal job of packaging. These smaller boxes were within a larger box, well padded. You can see here they have ample padding, packed very tightly. I'm going to take these out without looking at them here. There's 18 cards there. Four cards there. So that's the first 22. Break these up. So those are the 22 cards we're going to be revealing in this video. And then I'll do the second video a little later. We'll post that tomorrow. I think I did a decent job of scanning these cards. If there was dings, I ruled them out. If they were way off centered, I ruled them out. Any obvious surface flaws, ruled them out. Dings in the edges, things like that, I didn't bother submitting them. So I hope for the best here. However, I do know that these are mostly from the 80s and 90s, and they've been with me since I was in middle school, high school, most of them, and we'll just see what happens. Because I've seen enough of these reveal videos to know that I'm not going to get many 10s on cards from this era. In fact, if I get a handful of 10s, I'll be very happy. I'm hoping for 9s, but realistically, I'm probably going to get quite a few 8s. Just how this goes. This first card is one of the cards that I believe I will get a lower grade on, just because it is a perforated card out of SI for Kids. This is a Michael Jordan SI for Kids that he's actually combined on this card with Tiger Woods. So we'll see what this grade is. Okay, and I got a 7, which is pretty good, considering it's a one of these perforated cards. Hard to know how that's going to get graded because it doesn't have true edges. It's one of those cards that you rip out of the magazine. Very difficult to get a high grade on those. The cool thing about this card is it's a very early Tiger Woods. It's Tiger Woods' body, actually, and Michael Jordan's head on Tiger Woods' body. And I thought it was kind of funny and a novelty type of card, but combining two GOATs essentially on one card. And there aren't many of those graded. I'm going to try to put the populations in text beside or next to the card if it's relevant as the video goes here. I'm going to do that after the video, edit that later. But I'm pretty happy with that near mint 7. It's not easy to get high grades on those early SI for Kids cards. So, very happy with that, actually. So let's do this. Combine these two. All right. Okay, now this card is it's one of the more curious cards that I'm looking to see here. This is a card that used to be graded by Beckett that I cracked out about, a year and a half ago. It was graded 8 by Beckett early on in the process, where Beckett was just coming out with grading back in 2000, 2001. Back in that era, I sent this Cal Ripken rookie card, an 82 Topps Cal Ripken rookie card, to get graded, convinced that it was a 9 mint. And it came back an 8 from Beckett. And I was just a little disappointed and didn't really think the card was an 8. Still don't think the card is an 8. I think it deserves a 9. So I just wanted to get a second opinion on it. And at $12 a card, mind you, that's what I paid for this order, $12 per card. Keep that in mind when you see these cards come up. I thought it was worth a second opinion. Maybe I can score the 9 out of PSA. So we'll see what happens. This was previously a Beckett 8. Okay, it's an 8. The second opinion comes back an 8. Still not a bad grade for a card from 1982. An iconic rookie card of Cal Ripken. I mean, it's a beautiful card. There's 4 sharp corners. Nice back, well centered on the back. Very crisp. The only thing I can think of, maybe that left to right centering might have precluded that from being a 9. I still think it's a very, very nice 8. But that's one I'll probably move along. Next up, a 90 Topps Frank Thomas. This is with the name on the front. Definitely a very common card from the junk wax era. One that you would not get graded nowadays with $50 a card grading, obviously, but that was a different time. $12 a card, you can take some chances. Okay, a mint 9. It's a nice iconic card of Frank Thomas, a true rookie card. And that's great color on that card. One of those ones from my childhood that you always look at and say, wow, I remember that card. Perfect dead-on centering. That's one that I just might keep for my personal collection. It doesn't have a lot of value, especially at a mint 9. At a 10, it would be a little bit better, but at a 9, there's not a whole lot of value there. Just sentimental more than anything. But just a nice, clean Frank Thomas rookie card. The big hurt. All right, now my main player growing up was Cal Ripken, so you're going to see a lot of Cal Ripken inserts, refractors, things like that. This is one of the early Cal Ripken inserts, and it got an 8. Okay, I was hoping for a 9 on that, but these are very difficult cards to get high grades on, just because the edges on these 90s inserts were very delicate. It's very easy to get chipping on there. Anything that might preclude it from being a 9. I'm not sure what took this out of the running for being a 9, but it's an 8. Glad I didn't pay $50 or $100 to get this graded. But it is what it is. All right, next up, definitely another one where you wouldn't have gotten graded at $50 a card or $100 a card, but at $12, why not take a shot? Okay, a nice Griffey. 92 Stadium Club SE, Sky Dome. Iconic shot of Griffey finishing a swing. Not a high value card by any means, but mint 9. It's a nice 9 mint example of that card. Okay, this is one I got in a trade from my buddy Lloyd. We were trading a couple years ago at his apartment and put together a little trade, and I got a couple Griffies, a couple MJs, and this is a couple of cards of this order are from Lloyd. He's known as Lloyd, simply Lloyd. Great, okay. That's a pretty nice card. 97 Ultra, top 30. Ken Griffey Jr. gold medallion with a nice die-cut top. Not an easy card to get in a high grade. It's easy to forget that 1997 was a long time ago. It was like 25 years ago. I mean, this is fast becoming a vintage card. It's hard to believe it, but these cards were not easy to get in high grades and keep in high grades. And that's a pretty cool card. I like that one. Okay, now here's a Kirby Puckett rookie card, 85 Donruss, if I'm not mistaken. And it looked pretty good to me. I'm hoping for the best. It's an 85, so unlikely that it's going to get a huge high grade here, but we'll see what happens. That kind of hurts. You're mint 7. Ouch. All right, I was hoping for a 9. An 8 would have been understandable, but a 7 is kind of brutal. 4 sharp corners, decent centering. I mean, I guess maybe the top to bottom centering is what they were looking at when they gave it a 7. But I mean, the image is beautiful. Nice portrait shot of Kirby Puckett. Back centering, a little off, but again, you wouldn't have thought that would take it down to a 7. I'll have to take a closer look at that one, but definitely when I sent it off, didn't think it was a 7. But there it is. I've watched enough of these videos to know that you're going to get some of those. That's the way it works. All right. Okay, this one, definitely a junk wax example here. And if it didn't get a 10, then it's definitely one of those junk slabs that we keep hearing about. Let's see what we got. An 87 Donruss. I think it's an 87 Donruss or Leaf. Ooh, yep. 87 Leaf, Tony Gwynn. And it only gets an 8. So that is officially the worst card so far. It probably has negative value. I don't know. Definitely a junk slab. And I figured this might happen, where I'd get these cards that were marginal at best to even submit for grading, and then they come back 8s. That's not what, not what I was expecting. I thought this would be an easy 9. But, you know, cards like this, I sort of expected this might happen. Cards like this, there's only one thing you can do. Open a beer and you have a coaster. All right, so that was junk slab number 1. Who's next? Nolan Ryan, 87 Fleer Glossy, I think. Ouch. Okay, I must have missed that centering. You know, it was over a year ago, and I thought that I would have ruled out cards that were centered so poorly. But a 7 on that. That is we'll add that to the junk slab stack here. It's another one that is not a prized card. No disrespect to Tony Gwynn or Nolan Ryan. They're on my top 100. They're great players. All-time greats. So, not my best submissions. Okay, this is a 99, I think it's a 99 MVP silver script Griffey. So we'll see what this gets. It's a parallel. Ooh, man, I'm getting beat up on these. Thought for sure that was a 9. But that's comes back an 8. It's a silver script Griffey parallel. I couldn't find a thing wrong with it. But yeah, I hear people saying this all the time on these videos. And I naively thought, oh, my order's going to be different. They're all going to be 9s and 10s. So I think that's what we all think. Oh, all right. It's another one to put in the pile. All right, this is a 90 Topps Griffey. Not a rookie card, but I think it's an all-rookie trophy card. Okay, another 8. A recurring theme. I was kind of hoping that we'd be getting mostly 9s here and not mostly 8s, but it is what it is. But in retrospect, definitely was not paying close enough attention to centering. It just shows you, in a year's time, like there's no way that even at $12 a card I would have submitted this a year ago. I'm just much more in tune to centering now than I was a year ago. So this is just an interesting retrospective of where my grading skills were at even a year ago. Yeah, that top to bottom centering is not great. That's why I got it an 8 for sure. and one that I would not have submitted if I could do it all over again. All right, so let's look at this next card. Need a shift in momentum here. This is a 90 Leaf Frank Thomas, hoping for a 9. That would be nice. Haven't gotten many of those yet. Oh, and a 10. We'll take it. First 10 of the day. Well, hallelujah. That's good for a drink. Okay, great. That's a Frank Thomas rookie card. Not a flagship rookie, not a mainstream rookie, but a Frank Thomas rookie nonetheless. In a gem mint 10. One of those cards that brings me back to childhood. I think I was probably 8 years old when this card came out. So that's pretty cool. The first 10 of the day. We'll take it. Oh, and this is my first favorite player, Dave Justice. I had 300 some odd Dave Justice cards when I was young, when I was like 10, 12 years old. And this was my favorite, the 90 Leaf Dave Justice rookie card. We'll see what we get here. Mint 9, cool. That's definitely one I keep for the personal collection. Doesn't have much value. It's probably a $10 or $15 card in that grade. So it kind of just barely covers what I paid to have it graded. But beautiful blue card. That's Dave Justice's best rookie card. Doesn't carry a lot of value these days, but nostalgia for me, that's everything with this card. And that 90 Leaf set was definitely groundbreaking in its quality at the time. Sort of continue the progress from that 89 Upper Deck set, which was premium for its time, and 90 Leaf was definitely premium for its time. All right, let's see what's up. Oh, this is cool. Bo Jackson, 86 Topps Traded. Now, I remember this being a bit off-centered, so I'm not expecting a 9. I'm probably going to get an 8 on this in retrospect, so let's see. Yep, called it. Because I could remember that centering wasn't phenomenal. So it's an 8. Iconic card. Great card of Bo Jackson. And no surprises there, really. The true rookie. 86 Topps Traded. Awesome card. But not high value at an 8. All right, into some Ripken inserts here. Nice. I'll take that. The 96 Topps Chrome Refractor in a mint 9. Great centering. Crisp. You'll always take a 9. Nothing wrong with that. These 90s inserts are just glorious. And low pop. There's not a lot of these graded when it comes to these refractors. There's not many on the pop report, which I think makes them retain collectability down the line. Excellent. Next up, it's a 93 SP Mike Piazza. Technically a second year card, but iconic. And an 8. And that goes in the junk slab pile. That's not worth the plastic that encases it, unfortunately. And we'll put the beer back on top there. Here's another, I think it's another refractor of Ripken. Nice. And we have a mint 9. Phenomenal. A 98 Topps Interleague Mystery Finest refractor in a mint 9. So I'm liking some of these 9s on Ripken refractors. You'll take that every time. Beautiful card. Mystery Finest. Amazing 90s inserts. Low pop. Okay, this was my best card growing up. For a lot of years, this was the card that I looked at in my collection. I thought, I shouldn't have this card. You know, this is a high-end card for me. So I'm really curious to see what grade this gets. This is a 96 Finest Refractor of Ripken. Gold refractor. Nice. Sweet. Mint 9. The best card in my collection for so many years. And it's probably worth a couple $100 in this grade. I actually peeled that card before sending it in, just to assure that it would get a nice surface grade. but just an amazing card. Yeah, I get a little emotional about that one. That one's cool. I just think it's a perfect one. Finest Gamers. Who better to be on a card called Finest Gamers than Cal Ripken? Beautiful card. That's a keeper. That's one that probably stays in my PC forever, because it's been my best card. Well, was my best card from the time that I was probably in middle school, high school, and I love it. Cool. Well, that made my day right there. Oh, here's another likely junk slab. 93 Flair, Mike Piazza, second year. Oh, at least we got a 9. Take that. But again, a very low value card, low value slab. I remember it being an iconic card back in the day when it came out. It was a pretty high profile card, but not really anymore. But at least it's a 9. Okay, here I have a Michael Jordan. I think this is the one of him golfing. No, this is the other one. A 94 Collector's Choice, Michael Jordan rookie. Oh, and it's a 10. I just saw that. Phenomenal. Any Michael Jordan in a 10, you gotta love that. That's gonna make up for some of those 8s and 7s. That's a huge hit. That's great. And that was from Lloyd, so thank you, Lloyd. Great centering. It's the base Collector's Choice. He's golfing on the back and in the outfield on the front. Great. Gem Mint 10 Jordan. We'll take that. Okay, here's another refractor, a 97 Bowman Chrome, I believe, of Ripken. Mint 9. Sweet. I'm liking these 9s on all of these Ripken refractors. I had 4 Ripken refractors, all 9s. I like that. Ripken finishing a throw there. Yeah, no complaints there. All right, and last but not least, I believe this is the card with Michael Jordan golfing. And I think it's a silver signature card, parallel. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Gem Mint 10. 94 Collector's Choice, Michael Jordan, finishing a golf swing with a silver signature parallel on there. That might be the most valuable card in in this whole section right here of these first 22 cards. I did not, I mean, you never count on getting 10s, but I'm really glad that got a 10. That's amazing. Sweet. You'll take that. Wow, that's phenomenal. All right, well, that was the first batch. The first 22 cards of my 44 card PSA order. Had some junk slabs. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with getting 9s on all those Ripken refractors, and certainly a few 10s. Got the 10 on the 2 Jordans and 10 on that Frank Thomas classic rookie card. So all in all, very pleased actually. These cards that probably shouldn't have been submitted anyway actually were the ones that didn't do too well. So nothing lost there really, aside from $12 a card. But certainly made things up with some of those Jordan 10s. All right, well, stay tuned. I'm going to do the second part of this video and post it tomorrow with my second 22 cards on this PSA order. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, follow, and keep collecting and stay iconic.